Marie here with Sunshine's Original, and I am here to share with y'all the third video on this journal, the third and final video. I am finished with it. I know it took forever, but let me explain. I had this journal after the last video that I made. I had it sitting somewhere here on my table, and y'all, it just looks so beautiful. Where it was, how it was, I just left it like that for a while, just enjoying it. And Doreen, by the way, the maker of this kit and the provider of so much that y'all see here, she said, I really want a part 3. So I said, you know what? Yeah, okay. I need to use what I was given, and I'm so glad I did. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to share this with y'all, and I just hope I do Doreen proud, and I hope I've given this kit justice. I'm over the moon. All right, so let's get started. Okay, first off, I made the pages too big, both deep and wide, length and width wise. So I had to decide, am I going to fix that, which would take quite a bit of time, and also it would cut down some of the beauty of the pages. That's one of the, I love this kit, y'all. If y'all have not checked it out, if y'all have not gone and purchased it, go do it. This kit is all over 2 of my rooms. I've done so much with it. It is not narrowed down to just this journal. It is on pieces of furniture. It is on boxes. It is just, it's everywhere, and it's gorgeous. So I had to decide, you know, cut the pages down or leave them as is and work with it. So I decided I'm going to leave it as is. I love it, and it's mine, so that's what I did. So what I did was I made 2 separate signatures, and then I did not sew them in. I ribboned them in, twisting it right here to kind of pull the signatures together. One of my favorite ribbons. I love this. And then I finished the ribbons off with some pretties. So y'all, I have just put in this journal not only the pieces from Doreen's Ruffle and Roses kit, which, like I said, there's just so much of it, but also a lot of my absolute favorite things. And I couldn't fit everything in here. I can barely close it as is, but it absolutely has a lot of my favorite things in here. All right, so just giving y'all a view here of the side. And let's see if I can do a good shot of the bottom. Can I really? I don't know. I have my husband fixed my overhead thing for my camera, and I think I am loving it so far, but I don't think, I can't really look in the back of the camera as easily. But this is the bottom, y'all. I'm loving it. I really am. All right, let's, and just to give y'all a recap of what I have done to the outside, you know, y'all can go back and watch. There's a video on how I achieved this look also. Y'all can see the pages hanging out here. That's okay. We're not going to be looking at the back all that often anyway. And if we do, I'm not even apologizing. That's beautiful, like it is. Okay. All right. So I got my little heart locket on here. I think that is so pretty. Oh, you go over here. All right, so I do have it tied together. And again, y'all know I love to make my entry almost just as beautiful as the outside of my journal. And I'm looking at the back of my camera because I'm still learning where to have it for the best view, for y'all to get the best view. Okay, so one thing I want to point out is this is my spine here. I bought a sequin jacket and I cut some of that off and I made this spine. So My signatures are right there against that, and I think that's really pretty. All right, so here is a belly band that I made with a bunch of deliciousness. I put this belly band on Instagram. I may have even did a little short on YouTube on it, but I'm not sure. But I think it's really pretty. I'm really happy with it. Okay, and here I made a little tag that I tied off with some polka dotted ribbon, a bunch of little tags. So we have this little one layered. Is that not the cutest little bow? It's a bow punch. It's a hole punch bow. And I did use some Ruffles and Roses paper to make that little bow, and kind of scrunched it up to make it 3D. Love that image there. And I backed it with some various pieces of laces and have some trim here and some gorgeous tatting. I just love that, and this pretty little jewel hanging off. I think that is so pretty. All right, I need to speed it up so we're not here all day, right? Okay, with this one, I have a like an edge punch, and it kind of reminded me of the design that we have going on here anyway. So I did the edge punch there, and then I backed this with another one of the Ruffles and Roses digitals to show that through. And I thought that turned out really pretty. And here I've got one of the postcards from Ruffles and Roses, and just a couple of pretty little pieces in there. And I've added a couple of pieces of bling here on the bling that already exists. Made a pretty little pocket out of this piece of applique. All right. Next, what's next? All right, over here. All right, so the story behind this was the very, very first piece of jewelry that I bought when I first started making junk journals. And so one went years ago. You know, I sold it with the journal years ago, and I always kept this one. And I decided, you know, I'm not going to ever use it and sell it because it has significance for me. So I'm going to use it in this journal. And I think it goes perfectly. Isn't that pretty? It was a brooch that I made into a paper clip. And here, I love this, and just decided to, you know, enhance it a little bit with some of my own jewelry. Top to, you know, on the side, some pretty lace, and down here, let's see if y'all can see. Well, I've got some really pretty appliques from a wedding dress that I have. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and then over here, what the clip holds on is this tag that I made from some of the Ruffles and Roses paper, and some sari silk, and one of my favorite appliques. And I don't know if don't want to take up all this time reattaching everything, but I'm worried that if I don't, I'm going to forget where I put everything, and I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, over here, another paper clip. I'm going to check the back of the camera. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. Another paper clip. Oh, no. Oh, I've got some of the lace trapped. There we go. All right, so what I did here is I had this little tiny tag, and I lined it with a tiny bit of the Ruffles and Roses paper on one side, and on this side some shimmeries and a piece of applique, and I put I believe this was an earring that I attached to it. And here I just got a bunch of pieces from the kit, a bunch of papers, digitals, images from the kit, and bagged it with lace and a bunch of bits and scraps and pieces that were really flowy and airy, and then some flowers and pearls. And I did not put anything on that side. So let's go ahead and reattach this. There we go. Oh, I did put something on that side. It was hiding. Okay. Here is, uh-oh. It come loose. Nope, nope, nope. Owie. Just poked myself. All right. I don't know how that would have come off first. All right, one of the key images from the Ruffles and Roses kit. I'm just gonna say the kit from now on. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And I added some pretty little lace, made it into a bow, and this bulb pin with a heart and a key. Nothing that's really pretty. And that goes over here. Okay. Y'all look at this. Doreen sent an embossed envelope with gold bronzy trim. I love it. And I didn't do anything to it. I think that's beautiful as is. So, okay. All right, I added some sari trim to this page. And y'all, just going through and looking through the pages is just enough for me, really. Pretty gold blingy flower. Here's the middle of one of my signatures. I used some French lace that I have here to make a pocket, and just added some really pretty little pieces from the kit. Okay, so Doreen provided this frame. And what I did with the frame was I inked it with two different types of ink, two different colors. And then I added this tiny little piece of mesh. I tied it into a little bow and hung a bulb pin with this pretty heart bling here. But not before adding to the frame an image from the kit. And then I also, want to make the back pretty too, to cover the paper clip here. I added a cute little doily and a bow. And here was something that I fussy cut out of the kit. I love that. I love that, y'all. I think that is so pretty. I'm not one for fussy cutting. It's one of my least favorite things to do, but I love that. I love how it turned out. And on the other side that the envelope was holding on was this buttery glassine envelope. And I don't know, y'all, if the look of it will come through on camera, but it's so buttery and so silky, and I love the color. So I did not want to do much to this to alter much of anything because I love it as is. But I did add a pretty little button here, a pretty little pearlized button. Looks like an opal almost. And then one of the images here, and a little applique with some cheesecloth. And then I just put in the cutest little perfume bottle. I really, really like that. I got some antique trim here. Now I know that the Ruffles and Roses kit is not Ooh La La Vintage's most recent kit, and for some reason, I'm going to say for some reason people seem to go for the latest kits out there without exploring absolutely everything, and I know that probably not everybody does, but I know, for me, especially when I first started out, if I found a designer that I like, I poured over everything, and I bought the latest and greatest, and I bought the extremely old if I thought it was beautiful. And y'all, this is seriously, go back and have another look if you have not purchased this kit yet. Or if you have, go back and have another look, because there's a ton you can do, and it's just so pretty. All right, here's the envelope from the embossed part that y'all saw a few pages back. And I just did some collaging and some stamping on it. And on the inside, got this card. And just added a little piece of wedding dress to it as a pull. Thought that was really pretty. And then a cute place to write on one of these cards. I thought that was really cute. And then I did just back this with some pretty, really long fabric here, fabric lace. And I made a little pocket out of it. And in that, I love it. Got a couple of cards here. You know, that looks 3D. Those just tuck in there. Oh, cute little tuck back space. Okay, on this page, I have it backed with a really big antique doily here and a smaller one here. And I've got this tied together with some more of that polka dotted lace that I used on the very front, on the side, the signature. So I'm just gonna pull that bow so that y'all can see what I did here. I made a little enclosure, and y'all have probably seen these before, and I've made them before. I don't know how other people make them. I've never seen a tutorial. I just, you know, so if it doesn't look like what you're used to, that would be why. But I'm going to open this, at least like this, so y'all can see the image that I backed it with. I held it together with some tiny bits of lace, these little flaps with some tiny bits of lace. And inside, I've got this little book, pieces. With some really pretty little pieces of digitals here, but I especially love how that book turned out. And I backed it with this piece. I thought that was really, really pretty. Very happy with how that turned out. You'll have to excuse my fingernails. I'm actually working on a really big order for Doreen of Ooh La La Vintage right now. A bunch of coffee dye and stuff. And I've been at it for 3 days. So my fingernails are really rough looking, which they are this time of year anyway because of gardening. But this is from coffee. Y'all just look. So pretty. I've got some more of the rose trim here. Some more of the antique trim here. And y'all look at this trim at the bottom. I love the gold and the little gold beads mixed with the pearl. One of my favorites. Love it. One of my favorite trims there. I love that. Okay, and here we have a pocket made from a really big bag. So half of the bag is here, the other half is over there, and I'm not sure y'all ready for this. I'm not sure. I'm so proud of this piece. This is not how this piece was supposed to go, but I couldn't stop. All right, here we go. So tucked in there is this. And I love it, y'all. I love, 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 love this piece. So what happened was this image, one, I just love it. Love this image. And I wanted it to have a little pull on it, you know, that the other one that I showed y'all had. So I added this piece. And then I thought, So I cut some more on the wedding dress, and I put this piece. And I thought, and I cut more, and I added these two, and then cut more and added these two, and then backed it with that doily. And y'all, I think it is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love how that looks. I think that would be pretty hanging in one of my rooms. But y'all, it fits so perfectly in here. It really did. I love it. I just absolutely love that. And I love the way that all of the antique wedding dress and the doily and all of that goes with this image. I think it all just came together so beautifully. And it hangs out beautifully right there. Luscious and beautiful trim. More trim at the bottom. Here we're in the middle of another signature. Some more antique lace over here on the side. I really like including that in a lot of my projects, the antique laces. That is just something that I'll probably never find again. All right, over here, another paper clip. This one Doreen made, that it came this way with this cute little bow piece of bling tied on with this piece of mesh. And I liked it, again, as is, didn't add or take away. So I left it as is to use as a clip in my book. In this, she provided this paper, which I know that y'all would love, and this little, made like this little booklet out of it, a little glassine bag. I added this piece from her kit, and this piece of wedding dress, and this little piece of lace, and a button here. And in here, I've just got tucked in just a couple of pieces. Y'all will notice a lot of things in this book say antiques or antique store or whatever. And the reason why I chose those specifically is because that is one of my most all-time favorite things to do. I don't know if I'd say all-time, but definitely for years now. I love it. My husband introduced me to it, and I've just been hooked ever since. And so we go antique shopping a lot. You know, so I wanted, it conjures up memories for me and good feelings. So that image you will see a lot in this book. On the back, this luscious piece and this luscious piece. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, those colors together. Am I rambling too much, y'all? I might be. I'm excited. Oh. And like I said, I really hope that Doreen is pleased with what I have done with what she provided. Here is the bottom half of that big bag, and I thought about cutting it and making another half, but then I thought, no, then I wouldn't be able to do this. But I like doing that. It's just so beautiful. And y'all, we are at the end, and there is some more of the shimmer sequins, and this is what I lined both sides of the book with, this image. And I think that is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ending. All right, my YouTube family and friends, and y'all, that is what I consider, y'all, especially for those of y'all that interact with my videos and that, you know, that leave me comments, that talk to me through it and all, either, you know, on any of the platforms, because I know some of y'all have found me on Instagram and then came and talked to me on YouTube about it, or found me on YouTube and then came to Instagram and DM'd me. What was that noise? Huh. And y'all, that, I don't think y'all can know. I don't think that y'all know how much that means to me. I do consider y'all friends, and I consider some of y'all that I've gotten pretty well close to be at least, you know, my extended YouTube or social media family. I care very much for y'all, and I appreciate your love and support so much. I really do. And Doreen, I know you're watching, I know you're listening. Our friendship just means, it means so much to me. It means the world to me. And I know that you know that. And this gift from you, even though I put it together, I did, it's still, I consider it a gift from you. It means more than you can know. It's part of my heart. So I thank y'all for watching, and y'all take care of yourself. We'll talk again soon. Bye.